Created in 2019 by game developer Zeba Scott, with art by Luigi Guattieri, and a wonderful soundtrack by Clark Aboud, BAFTA award-winning Kind Words is a different kind of game. This game is online, simplified, near instantaneous Dear Abby simulator, and I am very much a fan of it. I purchased this game for $5 on Steam just over 3 years ago, and I feel I have received way more than $5 worth of entertainment from it. The purpose of this experiment is to allow real people to exchange words of encouragement and advice with each other anonymously. As with all things on the internet with the initial intent of being wholesome, one could easily imagine this quickly becoming corrupted by those with malicious intentions. Thankfully, in my nearly 40 hours of playing, I haven't encountered any actual trolls. I would see occasional messages that challenged my comprehension, and some that were in foreign languages, but not really any negative messages. I'm sure the game having a monetary entrance barrier is the best deterrent of troublemakers. The developer addresses a few ways in which he created the game to be as off-putting to trolls as possible in the game's FAQ webpage. The main way is limiting exchanges between people to just one message and response per exchange. For example, I could issue a request such as, "How can I get over the loss of a friend?" And I could receive multiple messages from different people, but that response to me marks the end of our written exchange, like it or not. And I feel that's a really unique feature, even beautiful in its own way. That all said, let's discuss the features of this game. When you start, you are greeted by a slightly nervous male deer. Her name is Ella, and she has a brand new job. She has to, in her own words, carry letters back and forth between people who need cheering up. She then tasks you with writing her an encouraging note, which she will then deliver to herself. And it's a good way to practice and warm up for the actual messages you will begin sending shortly. After writing your letter to Ella, she reminds you of the gravity of the situation we find ourselves in. Kind Words is full of real people talking about real problems. This is not a place for mean jokes, bullying, or flippant responses. Also, this isn't a place to meet people. Don't share any identifying details or links. With these guidelines in mind, and after signing an honor contract stating essentially that you won't be a jerk, you are greeted by your avatar in their cube room and the home screen of the game. We can immediately start making, viewing, and responding to requests or creating positive message paper airplanes that constantly fly across users' screens for anyone to open and read. I won't delve too deeply into the complex intricacies of anonymous one-on-one advice seeking and giving, but I can say some of the most fun I had with this game was challenging myself to condense and summarize my thoughts into the limited space I had available. I would often find myself wishing I had more space to write, but then I would go back and revise my message to concentrate my meaning as efficiently as possible. Now, incentives. Yes, this game has an incentive system in the form of stickers. Stickers can be appended at the end of responses you craft when you reply to a request, or you can send a sticker as a requester to a person who responds to you. In addition to filling up a collection sheet, each new sticker you receive from others permanently unlocks that sticker for you to then send to others in future exchanges. Lastly, these stickers also have another function. They transform into 3D objects that you can then use to decorate your avatar's room. There are 5 different rooms to decorate and 5 corresponding collections of stickers, and thereby decorations to acquire. By the way, in case you were wondering, as I was, about how new stickers are introduced into the game, I reached out to the game developer on Twitter and I asked about how new stickers circulate. Mr. Scott was very kind, not surprising, right? And replied that each new player receives a random sticker when they start. A few final things I want to mention. The game's soundtrack is very comforting, soothing, stimulating, and provides a pleasant backdrop for crafting thoughtful responses. The soundtrack is available on Clark Aboud's Soundcloud page and also on Steam through the Kind Words page. I'll include a link below should you be interested in checking it out. I highly recommend it. I'm also going to include a link to the FAQ page where you can gain a fair bit of information about the game. Kind Words is available on Steam, itch.io, and the Humble Bundle store. As I mentioned, I am very fond of Kind Words. I can always expect new experiences every time I play. I can feel good knowing I am sending my best positive vibes out into the world, hopefully helping someone. or brightening someone's day. And I know I have a place to vent about just about anything that is bothering me, and I can receive an outsider's unbiased perspective. Words are powerful tools that can have significant impact on people and their well-being. And it's a comfort to know that there is a game out there promoting kind exchanges. If you are a compassionate person with a desire to help others and a basic comprehension of English, I strongly advise you to check this one out. You won't regret it.